Yorigelt Kivano Kujvaj. The big 5-0. O. The big 5,000. I woke up this morning to a comment on yesterday's video. It was a comment congratulating me on reaching the 5,000 subscriber. And I got to tell you, to be quite honest with you, it's 5,000 or 500 or 50 or 5. I've never really paid a lot of attention to the amount of subscribers that I have, and that's interesting in that I've found that other people have seemed to have had more interest or curiosity about the number of subscribers that I have than I do. And case in point would be Edit. Edit was not too long ago telling me that she looks, I don't know if she said she looks every day, but she makes it a habit of looking to see, how many subscribers I've got. And I know Skip is somewhat conscientious of how many subscribers he has, or in Skip's case, how many subscribers he doesn't have. But I like giving Skip a hard time. Skip's a good guy. Skip's a good guy. If only because Sue makes him so. But but anyway, no, 5,000 subscribers is something, and maybe one day I'll reach the 10,000 mark. I don't know, if I average about 20 subscribers a day, and there's 300 days in a year, that is, what is that? That's to the tune of 6,000 a year or something like that. If I'm doing the math right, 20 times 30 is, no, a month, 600 a month. So yeah, that's about 6,000 or 7,000 a year. So maybe next year at this time we'll be looking at the 10,000 mark. But I let the curiosity get the better of me, and I went on Google this morning, and I decided to type in a search about Google, like what's the average number of subscribers. And I came across this. It's 36 mind-blowing YouTube facts, figures, and statistics for 2017. And interestingly enough, there are some pretty interesting statistics about YouTube that I thought I would share with you. So having 1,000 subscribers is a huge benchmark, apparently. But these are some interesting statistics. The very first YouTube upload was on April 23rd, 2005. The total number of people who use YouTube, 1.3 trillion people. 300 hours of video are uploaded on YouTube every minute. Every minute, there's 300 hours that are uploaded. Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every day. 5 billion. In an average month, 8 out of 10, 80% of 18 to 49-year-olds watch YouTube. In an average month, 8 out of 10 watch YouTube. By 2025, half of viewers under 32 will not subscribe to pay TV service. That's interesting. By 2025, half of all the YouTube viewers on YouTube are not going to be paying for Comcast or whatever to watch TV. 6 out of 10 people prefer online video platforms to live TV. That's interesting. Live TV is, reality TV or whatever. Total number of hours of video watched on YouTube each month, 3.25 billion. 10,113 YouTube videos generated over 1 billion views. Here's an interesting stat. Robert, you down in Australia, Oz, and those of you. 80% of YouTube views are from the outside the United States. 80% of everybody watching YouTube is outside the United States. And I think of that 80%, I think 75% are in the Melbourne area of Australia. I don't know what it is about the Melbourne area, but they love their YouTube down there. The average number of mobile YouTube video views per day is 1 trillion. Female users are 38% and male users are 62%. Interesting statistics. And then they have user by percentage. More than half of YouTube views come from mobile devices. That's an interesting statistic. I'm looking for numbers about the number of subscribers, but it's interesting. But if you go on there and you just go on Google and type in like YouTube, average number of YouTube subscribers or something like that. But it's kind of interesting. So 5,000 viewers, and you know, it's the question really is what do you do with that? When you have 5,000 subscribers, you know, the question is, what do you do with that? And how can you leverage that for not only for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others? You know, that's the $1 million question. And you know, it's just kind of one of those things where you let go, you let God. You know, let go, let God. You just let your life just let your life evolve. Don't try to steer your life in one direction or another per se, and just kind of see what happens. But anyway, talking about seeing what happens. Today I'm leaving and going up to Orlando to see the beautiful Yanae. I love that name. I had difficulty with it at first, pronouncing it and remembering it, but now it just rolls off the tongue. Yanae, Yanae. It just rolls off the tongue. But boy, what I am. I don't know if maybe the word is smitten, but I remember trying to tell her that word, smitten, and she didn't know what it meant, and I had to Google images, search it in Google Images, and found pictures that she could kind of understand what smitten was. But I don't know. I find Yanae to be very endearing, interestingly enough, if that's the right word. Very, very endearing, and I find myself well, I don't want to, without going into a lot of details, I find myself in like. I really like Yanae, and we'll, as the saying goes, we'll see what happens. But you know, I found myself thinking yesterday. Yesterday, I basically took the day off work, and I spent the day cleaning up the house, everything. I mean, I was cleaning floors. I was dusting the littlest nooks of the furniture. I was just cleaning everything, and my house looks great. The house looks really, really clean. But anyway, as I was cleaning the house, I found myself thinking of those nature shows. You know, those nature shows like Life, narrated by Oprah Winfrey or whatever. And they'll show these habits of like these birds in the jungles of South America, where they spend weeks making the nest ready, you know, getting all the best twigs and everything, and putting them in just the right way, and then the female bird comes and they do their plumage and they're dancing about and everything like that, or the underwater, you know, the fish, how the fish will make these intricate patterns in the sand on the floor of the ocean, to lure to to lure their mate. And I found myself thinking as I'm cleaning the house yesterday, if that's not what the hell I'm doing, you know. I'm cleaning the house. So when Yanae comes, she looks and she says, "Wow, this is nice." But anyway, I know somebody out there right now. My dad is saying, "You laugh. I used to laugh." That's my dad. Rest his soul. But another quick thing that's on my mind is I was sitting at my desk yesterday, and up on the wall above my desk is this little plaque that my mother had sent to me years ago, and it's Desiderata by Max Ehrman. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this, but if you haven't heard this before, you really should not only get it, but you should make a habit of reading it. And it's, for those of you not familiar with it, it's spelled Desiderata, Desiderata. And, every time I read this, it's just, it's so beautiful. I'll read a little bit. Go placidly among the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant. They, too, have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially, do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength and spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imagings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. I love that quote. I love that sentence. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God. Whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham drudgery and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Isn't that incredible? Just an incredible composition of words. And that second to last paragraph, therefore be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be. It doesn't say, therefore be at peace with your Christian God, your Buddha God, your Hindu God, it just said be at peace with God. And that's why, in my life, I go through my life, and I will be quick to tell people that I'm Christian, but above all else, I just live my life by three little words. There is God. That's it. There is God. Nothing more, nothing less. There is God. And I just live my life with that in mind. And anyway, so with that in mind, the high hope for today. Know your own secrets. Be brutally honest with yourself. Only you know your innermost secrets. They can be a positive or a negative force, depending on how you treat them. Turn them into positives by taking responsibility for them. And the quote for today was from Mark Twain. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. Everybody is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. So, interesting quote for the day. Everybody, have a great day. And as to quote another great man, my father, I love you all. All right, take care.